actually headed somewhere. I'm going somewhere with this conversation where I'm going to tie it all in. What's going on, Kanita? So, what's going on, Antoine? How you doing, sir? Mr. Flippin', Mr. Wow. So, one thing that I was thinking about is, what prepared me? Okay, what prepared me? What got me ready to move forward and be successful in what we're doing right now? So, what prepared me? And I had to label this ordered steps along with prepared for opportunity. I could have probably labeled it a lot of different things, but that's what I settled on, or that's what I thought was best. And let me just say it like that. So I want to introduce you guys to me, and I want to introduce you and connect you to where I'm headed and where I'm going and how I'm getting there and things of that nature. So many years ago, I started to, and like I said, this is going to start different from any other stream that I've done. And then I'm going to walk you through some things, and I'm just going to talk about my life. I'm going to talk about my life experiences and where I'm at now and what brought me all the way to this point of where I'm at now. And then we'll tie it all in to this wonderful business called Carrot Bars International that I'm so proud to be part of and connected to. And I'm so proud to be connected to it to the point where I'm doing another live event in Atlanta. All right. So here we go. Let's chat for a little bit. So my name is Daniel Higgins. One of the things that's very important to me is my belief. I'm a Christian. I follow our pastor, and our pastor is Pastor Creflo Dollar in World Changers Church in Atlanta. And one of the really interesting things is I used to watch Pastor Dollar when I was in New York. I grew up in New York, 20 plus years in New York, and I never thought I was going to move from New York at all. So I'm going to just share some stuff about my life and kind of my ordered steps and how I got to where I am and why I'm prepared for this opportunity that I'm in now. But our pastor, and I've actually been watching Pastor Dollar for years in New York before I moved to Georgia. And I watched him for several years, and then I had the honor of actually seeing him in Madison Square Garden because I made a point that when he traveled to Madison Square Garden, I was like, I'm going to go to this live event. I'm going to see Pastor Dollar as close up as I can, right? Because I was watching him on TV and things like that. And this is something that prepared me, and I'm going to kind of lay this all out for you guys. So I was watching Pastor Creflo Dollar, and man, just the way he spoke, the education that I got, the empowerment that I felt after hearing him discuss the Word of God and how he would just break it down. It was such an empowerment and a blessing to me that it always challenged me. It always changed my thinking. It always illuminated and helped me learn more about God and learn more about my personal faith. And in following Pastor Creflo Dollar, you definitely get prepared for different things because he has gone into gone through many different situations. And one of the situations is just controversy, right? There's a whole bunch of controversy around our pastor. There's been so many different things that's happened over the years. People were discouraging or speaking discouraging words over how he would explain things. People were giving discouraging words about his personal life, what he did with his personal life, what he did with his personal income. There's just all this controversy. There's all these obstacles. There's all these rumors. There's all these rumors about what the church is doing or what he's doing with money or what the church did for him. I remember years ago, and he actually touched on this today. I remember years ago, our church literally raised money and wanted to donate and give him a gift. And that gift, man, it became such a big focus for people outside of our church, and to the point where people were trying to shame him out of the gift that people gave him freely. People gave freely and out of love and out of the kindness of their heart, to empower him and let him enjoy something that God had put on our hearts to give him. And the bad news came, the rumors came that, he manipulated the church or manipulated people. And like I said, this is a different start to what I normally talk about, and I'm headed somewhere. So hang out. If not, that's okay. It's up to you. But all those controversy, what he talks about, he was talking about prosperity, and there are several people who didn't feel like a pastor should talk about prosperity. A pastor shouldn't do this. A person in this role shouldn't do that. So all these people have these self-limiting beliefs, and all these different things that they feel that, no, the pastor shouldn't do this. No, they shouldn't do that. The pastor shouldn't have wealth. The pastor shouldn't have his own income. The pastor shouldn't be believing for big things. They should be settling. They should be settling for smaller things, right? So that is one of the things that I've been exposed to, is a leader that goes through controversy. How does that leader go through controversy? Does that leader buckle under pressure? Does that leader, what's going on, Miss Townsend? Does that leader buckle under pressure? Does that leader's point of view change, or their approach changes because of outside influences that might not have all the same information as people who are actively in the church? I remember there was a time where we were headed to church or going to church, and somebody that I knew of, somebody that I respected highly, right, was trying to express to me that I should not head to that church because there's ATMs in the church, and there's certain things going on in the church, and you shouldn't be connected to that church. And lo and behold, that person had never stepped foot in the church. And I, at that time, was at the church for several years, over 5 years, and never experienced any of the negativity that that person was expressing. But from the outside looking in, this person thought they knew, because they had a rumor or bad news that they wanted to hold on to. And because of that, they were not able to move forward and connect to World Changers. They weren't able to connect or hear or receive from our pastor, Creflo Dollar, right? Now, there's a special thing that he preaches about, and he's talking about everything that God has given us. He's not talking about just one thing. He's talking about everything God has given us, right? And he doesn't limit prosperity to one thing, because we can prosper in all things. But the world and outside influences was trying to make it seem like, oh no, he's only after this, he's only after that. And from personal experience of being connected to such an amazing person and a man of God for so many years, I've learned more about God and how good God is throughout his time there and throughout his leadership. I was actually able to serve in the choir and in the praise team at the Dome. And I've had those moments where, I'm standing next to him or in front of him or the side of him or whatever, depending on what was going on in the worship experience. I've had those experiences. So because I was there and I've had those experiences, I'm not at the disadvantage of someone looking out from the outside looking in. And because of that, now here's the kicker, guys. Because of me being connected to the church that I'm connected to, I have the amazing honor to be connected to and get to worship with the great Mr. Michael Delco. And God, the relationships, those ordered steps, being prepared for opportunity, man, you talk about being prepared and connected and having ordered steps. Being connected to Mr. Michael Delco during his time at World Changers Church was amazing. Being able to see his passion for people and how much he loved to worship God was amazing. It spoke volumes to me, and I was tremendously honored to be able to interact with him during those times. Those times would have never came if I was looking at what other people were trying to tell me, which is don't go to that church, don't go to this area, because they had a fear, they had a theory, or they had rumors that they wanted to hold on to, right? They had the controversy. They had the don't do this because of that. They were concerned about protecting themselves or concerned about the hearsay. And I wasn't. I exposed myself to a great leader. And Pastor Creflo Dollar has been a great leader for myself and for my family, and has always pointed us in direction of connecting to God, because God has all the solutions. It's never been a focus of just one part of the puzzle. It's been total life salvation. You should be healed. You should be well. You should prosper. You should be well in all areas of life. It hasn't ever been limited to just one thing. But unfortunately, other people have kept a rumor or try to keep a rumor going, right? They try and keep a rumor going, and they try and focus in on controversy when all the person is doing what they're called to do. And all the person is doing is sharing information that's meant to empower people. And because of my connection to our church and being connected to something that some people look at or frown at because they think people are being taken advantage of when they don't know the truth, because they never have stepped foot in the building. They don't have an experience, so they're only limited to people's rumors and other things, the bad news and things like that that's been spun to create a negative narrative. I've been able to connect with Mr. Michael Delco because he was there as a worship leader there at World Changers Church. That relationship started right there. Mr. Michael Delco has been financially free now for over 4 years because of Care Bars International. I would have never met Mr. Michael Delco if I did not persist and pursue the church that I was going to. I would have never met Michael Delco, the great Mr. Michael Delco, if I did not persist and pursue the church that we're going to. Wouldn't have met him, wouldn't have known him. Now, another thing too is because of the huge vision that our pastor had, it ignited inside of me to continue to grow and to strengthen myself. So I was able to become a better singer, a better vocalist, a better father, right? A better husband. Because of all of that, I grew into more of a leadership role in the choir and the praise team. And because of that, I was able to connect with Mr. Michael Delco and a bunch of other amazing people. It's so interesting that on the other side of what people are talking about in terms of bad news and rumors, on the other side of that, when you actually have an experience with the person or with the organization that has been dogged out or has been given bad news about, or everyone's shining a bad light, or there's just bad publicity going on the other side of actually having your own personal experience is an actual empowerment for you and an actual empowerment for other people that you interact with, because you're going to be empowered by that relationship. All right. So I'm talking about ordered steps, and I'm talking about being prepared for opportunity. So why did I take that path, and why did I talk about that? So now, because of being exposed to a great leader that has been through controversy throughout his whole career, even though he's a pastor, throughout his whole career, seeing how he gracefully overcomes all of that over and over and over again, seeing how he gracefully just continues to give to people and continues to love people, even in the midst of all this rumors, accusations, and I'm sure there'll be more. I just laugh because on the other side of that, there's been a huge blessing for my family and a huge blessing in terms of relationships that I would never have had if I didn't persist and not take people's point of view as the end all be all. If someone says something negative about anyone, I never take it for face value as that's the absolute truth. I just never do. I would interact with that person on my own and make my own decision, because the person with an experience is never, never at a disadvantage in comparison to the person who just has a theory. Okay? So you might have a theory or a thought about Karatbars International. You might think it's one of those things, or you might think it's one of this or that or whatever. But I tell you folks, woo, you need to have an experience. You need to have your own personal experience with Karatbars International, right? So because of me persisting and continuing to go to the church that I go to, and seeing all those obstacles that our leader has faced, and being connected to such an amazing leader as Mr. Michael Delco, who has a passion for helping people and loving on people, I never had a second thought or a doubt about Karatbars International, because I know the caliber of person that I got to worship with. I know the heart of the leader that I got connected with, Mr. Michael Delco. So with that thought process, when I'm sitting in a live event, right? When I'm sitting in a live event, I jumped right in. I got my business package immediately. And I started taking action immediately. You want to talk about a CEO. So now I'm talking about the CEO of Karatbars International, right? So I talked about an organization, a religious organization, and having those relationships and going through those bad rumors, the controversy, not taking those at face value, having your own experience. And now I'm going to shift it over and correlate it exactly to what we're doing in Karatbars International. Okay? So some people will have a negative association with what we're doing. Some people will have a negative association with the industry that we're in. You gotta get over it, people. You gotta get over it. Because every industry has people in it. And unfortunately, in every industry where there's people, some people will do things the wrong way. In every industry, in every organization, some people will do things the wrong way. So you gotta get over that. You can't limit yourself because there was a company in the past that took advantage of people in the past. You got to get over that. If there was a pastor in the past that got over on people. I know our pastor's not doing that, but I know it's out there. Come on, I know it's out there. We could be honest. There's people in every organization that might take advantage of people. But what's amazing about Karatbars International is that this is a self-directed savings account where you get rewarded for saving in physical gold. So we get rewarded and paid on a MasterCard for saving our own money in physical gold. You keep the physical gold and you can get paid on your prepaid MasterCard. This is not a debt instrument. Okay? So, as I correlate the spiritual organization to this amazing Karatbars International organization, where we acquire physical gold, and by sharing information and helping people create more income and keep their income in a better form, we actually get paid. That's what we do at Karatbars International. That's it. It's not complicated. My 15-year-old son understands Karatbars. It's not complicated. We save in physical gold. We get paid to save. every other business model, and guys, I have a degree in business management from Shorter University, but every other business model, you have to, what's going on, Amos? Welcome to the stream. Every other business model, you have to spend money. You have to take money out of your pocket and spend in hopes of making a profit. That's every other business model. Our business model is so unique because you keep the money that you want to save, and you can create income by keeping your own money. So as I talk about being prepared for opportunity, you know, when there's a bunch of people saying not to do something, or the norm is to save in a 401k, or the norm is to save in an IRA, and the norm is that's the norm, I feel more comfortable going against the grain because I've been prepared for this opportunity. It's different. Not everybody's going to do it. Everybody should, because you can get a free account. You can get back with whoever's sharing it and get a free affiliate account and start saving in physical gold and acquiring passive income. Not everybody's going to do it. So I don't have any challenges in terms of following the greatness of a CEO that literally I've met several times, and a lot of people on this live stream have met. I don't have a problem following someone who I know has been given wisdom over a certain avenue and has been given wisdom to help people prosper in this area of finances. I have no problem. If you create bad rumors about Karatbars International, I've already been prepared for that. There's only things that are good get bad rumors. I'm telling you guys, on the other side of people's bad news, rumors, controversy, there's that other party. What's going on, Mr. Chalway? There's that other party that's trying to pull you away from something to get you connected to something that might not be as good. We have a superior product. Our product is physical gold. Okay? Physical gold is mentioned in the Bible several times. You don't even have to guess what God's opinion is about gold, because gold is so old, it's actually in the Word of God. So if you had any questions about God's opinion about gold, you can actually get his opinion. It's Sunday. You get that one for free. Now, man, I'm telling you. So no matter what the fake news is, or whatever the narrative is that's being spun, Karatbars International is going to be positioned perfectly to help your family create wealth. Karatbars International is going to be positioned perfectly to help your family create wealth. Okay? Our steps are ordered. Okay? And you can be prepared for this opportunity. I took you through what I've gone through and just my personal life story a little bit to just show you how what's going on, Tanisha Glassbeam is Superstar, how I was prepared for this opportunity. I'm not afraid of people's opinions, negative or positive, because I've already been exposed to people's negative opinions when it comes to our pastor and how he just gracefully just keeps on going. You know what's amazing is that persistence is all powerful. Persistence is all powerful. You know, the people who create fake news or create negative things, they're just not around long enough for the people who have honesty, integrity, and they just keep going. Mr. Harold Seitz has that level of integrity and honor, and he just keeps going. He just keeps going. And now he's connecting us to the first cryptocurrency bank. Now he's connecting us to the first cryptocurrency bank where we can have the flexibility of cryptocurrency with the structure and the safety of physical gold. Okay? All roads lead to carrot bars. All roads lead to carrot bars. I'm telling you, everything, because what's going to happen, guys, and what has already happened is that Carrot Bars International has a global payment system. So if you're in a different business, we will be acquiring your goods and services with our product, which is physical gold. So Carrot Bars International has a global payment system that's already in place. People are already using PayPal and different cash apps throughout the world. Our cash app is already on Google Play and Apple. It's oh Lord, I can't even think right now. I'm too excited. Carrot Pay is the app that we use, and we can transfer gold. So now gold can be physical and it has a digital counterpart now. It's never been done before. So when you try and compare Carrot Bars International with something else, you cannot compare because it has never been done before. Like I gave you an illustration earlier about the church that I go to. You need to experience Carrot Bars for yourself. Don't take the rumors. Don't take the good news, bad news. Don't take any of that. Experience for yourself. Experience it for yourself. I'm pausing for dramatic effect. There is no competition. That's right. There's no competition, point blank. All right. Carrot Bars International is positioned perfectly to support your goals and dreams. If you are in Atlanta next month, Sunday, the 18th, we have a live event here in Atlanta. The room will be packed, and I'm telling you, you want to be there. We're going to be at 4601 Best Road in Atlanta. All right. Get back with the person who's sharing Carrot Bars International with you, whomever that person is. If that person is me, get back with me. But we have a live event on Sunday, 5 p.m. at the Holiday Inn Express. It's at 4601 Best Road. They just remodeled. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. So, yep, there we go. So that's where we're gonna be at November 18th. Okay. It's called Kickstart Your Dreams. That's the event. It's called Kickstart Your Dreams. We are focused in this Atlanta market, and these Atlanta leaders are no joke. They're here to help kickstart your dreams. Not my dream, your dream. We're here to kickstart your dream. Thanks for posting that. That's the address, the Holiday Inn Express, okay? 5 p.m. Holiday Inn Express. We are all going to be gathered in there. We're going to have a good time, guys. Man, we're going to have a good time. I cannot wait for that live event. So Periscope, anybody on my Periscope right now, definitely Kickstart Your Dreams. That is the event. You do not want to miss it. All right. So just to recap what I was talking about for people who may have caught on late, I was just talking about ordered steps. I was just using my life as an example. Ordered steps and being prepared for opportunity throughout my life because of me wanting to be connected to the church that I'm at, which is World Changers Church in College Park / Marietta. That's where I'm at. Our pastor is Pastor Creflo Dollar. And yes, there's a whole lot of controversy when you mention the name Creflo Dollar. And hey, it is what it is. He's an amazing leader. What he does that's unique is that no matter what those bad news and rumors are, he's always just has a heart to help people. Because of me being connected to that amazing church, being able to develop myself in singing, vocals, and all that different stuff, I was able to serve in the choir. I was able to serve in the praise team there. had an amazing relationship that I was exposed to, which is Mr. Michael Delco. And because of that amazing relationship that I would not have had if I did not persist and follow and experience World Changers Church for myself, I would have missed out on Mr. Michael Delco, who was serving there, and we had the honor of serving on the praise team together, and I would have missed out on Karatbars International, which is this global global company that's solving the biggest problem that no one is aware of or doesn't talk about enough. Okay, our currency is failing. Every currency keeps losing purchasing power, and Karatbars International is here to solve that by helping people create financial freedom by saving in physical gold and getting paid to save. That's it. But this is a global solution. So we're in over 120 countries. We're in over 120 countries. And like I said, because of me persisting and having that relationship and connecting with that organization, spiritual organization, I've been prepared. My steps are ordered, and I've been prepared for this opportunity, because when I see rumors or bad things or stuff like that, I go experience it for myself, as opposed to leaving it at the surface and allowing negative news or negative narrative or negative input from people around me. Instead of doing that, I went and experienced the church for myself. So I would encourage you to do the same with Karatbars International. Experience it for yourself. Get your free affiliate registration completed. We're saving in physical gold. There's no losers in this, because all we're doing is saving. We're not spending. If someone tells you they lost money in Karatbars International, they didn't understand that this is the best form of money. And I'm sorry if I'm shouting at you guys. I'll try and dial it down a little bit. This is me dialing it down. I can't dial it down that long. But that's all we do. So if somebody tell you they lost money in Karatbars International, just ask them how. How they lose money? This is the best form of money. Gold is the best form of money. All we're doing is saving physical gold. And we keep the gold. You save gold, you keep the gold, and you get paid. You save in gold, you keep the gold, and you get paid. How you lose money on that? How you lose money when you save the gold, you kept the gold, you still got the gold. You can go to any pawn shop and hand the gold to any gold We Buy Gold store, and they'll give you the currency that you desire. If that's what you desire to do, that's a losing transaction, because this has increased over 10% in just a few days, because they keep printing more of the other stuff. And whenever you flood the market of anything, it loses value. Gold can't lose value because it's God's money. It's in the ground. It takes people and equipment and energy and time to get it out of the ground. It don't take any effort really to print a dollar bill or a euro or whatever. It costs the same amount to print a dollar bill and $100 bill. There's no physical value to the currencies that we use. That's why it's called currency. It always has to move. If it's not moving, it's not doing anything. That's why you can't save in it. Because when you save in a currency that's made to move, it loses value because it's not moving. It's not doing anything. Gold keeps its value. It's made to keep its value over time. All right. So that's what we're doing in Karatbars International. This is a savings plan that rewards you. A savings plan that rewards you. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. I don't know what time it is. But you guys share this out with your team, share this out with people. Like I said, I took you through my personal story. I took you through my ordered steps, my interactions with our church, how that blessed me because I didn't take things at face value. Even when someone very, very close to me was like, don't go to that church. They're ripping people off. They're doing this. They're doing that. I've never seen what that person, that rumor that he said, I've never seen it. And I've been at the church for over 10 years. And this person has never stepped foot in the church, but thinks he knows. Don't think you know about Karatbars International. Get an experience. Get back with whoever's sharing Karatbars International with you. Get your free affiliate registration completed. Back with whoever's sharing Karatbars International with you. Take immediate action. Take immediate action. Take immediate action. When I went to the live event, I took immediate action. That's because I wanted more out of life. I wanted to do more for my family, so I took immediate action. Yeah, I had to make some adjustments. Yeah, I had to make some sacrifices. That just comes with the boat. Time is going to pass no matter what. Using your time, your effort, and your energy, you're going to use it for something else anyway. So you might as well use it for something that's going to help other people create financial freedom and debt freedom. You might as well, right? All right, so get back with whoever's sharing Karatbars International with you. Get your free affiliate account. We're in over 120 countries. You can't do more research than a country. Yep, that's right. I paused and I said it. You can't do more research than a country. You probably don't have that big a legal team. We're in over 120 countries. You probably can't do more research than a business entity called MasterCard, whose sole business is to vet people to see if they're credit worthy. They vet people, they vet businesses. Come on now. Can you do more research than MasterCard? I don't think you can unless you have that kind of a business entity. If you do, you can go ahead and do that. But like I said, most people don't have access to the legal team that a MasterCard might have or a country. We're in over 120 countries. My business partners just came back from the Bahamas. Another business partner came back from Hong Kong. I'm saying it with a smile. All right, get back with whoever's sharing Karatbars International with you guys. Thank you for your time.